these are the best audiences in Europe, and you feel love.
Almost the end of the European tour.
Yes, the end tonight.
The end.
Tonight
Yes.
is
Last
the
show.
last
The
night.
end.
In the past couple of weeks, how did your audiences, what did they think about your music? How did they react?
First of all, these are the best audiences in Europe, you know, and, you know, from Italy to, you know, Holland to France, you know, everyone's very impassioned and you feel love. And we're just the opening band for Eagles of Death Metal, and so you never know what you're gonna get, and yet they've been really enthusiastic, so.
Yeah, but what's the main differences between audiences here and back in the US?
Yeah, I always hate saying that, but I've been saying it a lot lately that, you know, I haven't toured a lot in the US. I've just played some shows, but as a, you know, a concert goer, a fan, you know, in America as well, I just noticed that people are mellower. You know, they're not as impassioned about rock. There's a, you know, I would just say that maybe there's a lot of distractions in America, and I think maybe it's more of a music culture here. I'm not saying it doesn't exist there, but it's, you know, I don't know, like you get to a place, you know, not to disparage Holland, but like Italy, and they're just like, you know, so it's good.
Speaking about music culture, what do you think of the music culture nowadays?
I don't know. I think it's a good time for music for a lot of reasons. You know, the digital revolution has made it easy for people to make music in their houses and you know, burn CDs by themselves, make their own art at home. So on one hand, you've had the music industry that was just kind of scrambling to make sense of how to evolve. All the musicians and all the creative people are a little bit ahead of the game. So
it's funny. It's like as much as the industry is sort of dying, music is having a rebirth. Like there are lots of bands I like, and there's so many people creating music. It's easier than ever to do it, and I think there's an excitement about it, which is ironic because the industry is tanking, you know.
Well, the industry is evolving. Let's say it's
evolving.
It needs a rebirth as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you look at this period in music, music industry, music culture, are you happy that you were born 40 years ago, or would you have been born
40 years ago?
would you like to have been to be in a different, like maybe in this period, like because you can do everything at home and things like that?
I think it's all relative, you know, because I know that, you know, when I first started listening to music as a kid, things were different then, you know. Our culture was different. You didn't have cell phones interrupting, you know.
It's Steve Strange too.
Stuff like interviews. Yeah.
Sorry,
Steve.
Sorry,
I'll call you
Steve.
back. You know, there's chirping of crickets while I'm talking.
Very
But anyway, so I'm saying that I relish the time that we're in right now because you have to enjoy the moment, no matter when it is. You have to seize the day.
But then there are also bad elements like American Idol. Do you know about?
Yeah, but see, back then there was stuff like Pat Boone singing, you know, singing Beatles songs and singing, you know, like
there's
Wild Thing and
some, you know, the manufactured element, you know, of music like today. It's like, oh, Guitar Hero, you too can do it, you know. He's sorry.
Do you think it's a bad thing? You can do it as well, like you got.
Well, no, I'm saying it cuts both ways. You know, on the one hand, I think like in America, for instance, there's less appreciation for the artistry of it, but I swear, it's one of those days. There's less appreciation for the artistry of it because everyone, is this good? Everyone thinks that they can do it, you know, and it still takes soul, you know. So maybe, you know, I like the fact that people who have soul now have the easiest means to get it down, you know, you know, to record it. That's the benefit.
Because on the other hand, like myself, I started playing guitar after
Guitar Hero. Yeah. No, but see, if it makes you excited about it, that's the aspect that I love. You know, But when people think, like, we have many, many shows that make you a star in America, and I just kind of think, you know, and you meet people all the time and they're just like, I want to be a singer. I'm going to be a singer. You know, it's just, I don't know. I might be sounding bitter, but it has to come, it's not a job, it's something that has to come from your soul. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think, like, in America, a lot of people think it's a job, you know, but it's not.